The most evil company of all time. Do you have any idea about which food company we're talking about? You will be astounded to hear the name. In fact, from your childhood, you guys would be using their products. But it is never too late to know the real truth behind the company's cunning ways of achieving business profits. We are talking about the company with the trademark for one mother bird and her chicks. Yes, it is Nestlé. Nestlé is one of the world's largest corporations with hundreds of products sold worldwide. Nestlé dominates the processed and packaged food market. Nestlé employs approximately 339,000 people across 447 factories in 189 countries. But why is a firm with such a large market and influence labeled evil and unethical? Let us begin with its history. Nestlé started its journey in Switzerland in 1867, when Henry Nestle founded the company. He aspired to launch his line of milk-based baby formula for babies who could not receive breast milk for various reasons. Even if the formula consists only of dried milk, vegetable oils and sugars, but the key factor is the company's marketing, which has led people to believe that the formula is necessary for their baby's growth and well-being and that breast milk is insufficient. This is incorrect because most doctors and scientists agree that only breast milk is the best source of nutrition for infants. In addition, the company is facing court cases for other frauds and unethical behavior. Do you remember there was one time Nestle Maggi noodles was completely banned by some nations? They found excessive lead usage in the test makers of the noodles. Later, nothing happened at all. Maggi came back to the markets with more flavors. The company remains unrivaled, raking in billions of dollars daily. What makes this possible? Every country still has law and order. This is unacceptable. Let us see some of the less known facts about Nestlé. Number 1. Nestlé Infant Formula Scandal. Nestlé owns over 2,000 brands worldwide, the most well-known of which is its baby formula. The company's product, on the other hand, has a terrible track record. In the 1970s, the company expanded its baby formula market and began marketing its formula as outstanding to breast milk, aiming to deceive customers by spreading the notion that their formula is effective for infants and provides all of the required nutrition that breast milk cannot. They even paid medical experts to testify in their favor. This is so unethical that no one can argue with it. The advertising campaigns encourage mothers to use baby formula instead of breast milk. The most heinous thing Nestlé did was hire saleswomen in developing Asian and African countries and send them to spread medical advice to mothers while handing out free samples of baby formula. Undereducated mothers from developing countries trusted the women because they were dressed as nurses. The free samples were carefully weighted and packaged until the mothers became completely dependent on the formula and stopped lactating. The company's heinous public relations stunt resulted in thousands of infant deaths as mothers switched from Nestlé's baby formula to breast milk. As a result, the children were deficient in the nutrients provided by breast milk. The worst impact was felt in developing countries, where mothers diluted the formula with more water to save money, unknowingly starving their children. Breast milk contains all the nutrients for the baby's development and immune system. Babies from emerging nations without access to clean water suffered from various diseases and died due to a lack of natural milk. It caused thousands of deaths, and the formula was dubbed baby killer by the media. When the situation worsened and people began to protest, the World Health Organization passed an international code of marketing of breast milk substitutes in 1981. But the damage had already been done. The company attempted to clear its name by stating in ad campaigns that breast milk cannot be replaced. Even though the company is attempting to clean up its baby formula's image following the big baby killer blunder by promoting ads, encouraging mothers, and discussing the benefits of natural milk, they are still pushing baby formula and bribing medical workers in countries with lax laws and getting away with it. Number 2. Nestlé's packaged water. Water, one of the basic needs of any living creature. Nestlé is also a major manufacturer of packaged water bottles. The bottles contain single-use plastic, which pollutes the environment and kills millions of sea creatures. According to several reports, the majority of the plastic bottles collected during beach cleanups are Nestlé brands, demonstrating that Nestlé is a major contributor to water and land contamination. And it's not just the plastic bottles that are bad for the environment. The water in the plastic bottles is just as bad, if not worse. Regardless of the fancy pictures of springs, lakes, and mountains on the labels, almost all of the water in Nestlé packaged bottles comes from the ground. Nestlé has been accused of exploiting groundwater in areas where the company operates. It is unethical and harmful to the environment. Nestlé is also guilty of acquiring clean water sources from countries where people are made to drink dirty water to supply their bottled water plants. The corporation began diverting abundant clear water from Pakistani residents and using it for their factories in 2013, leaving the population with no choice but to drink sewage and sludge water. Not only in Pakistan, but the evil company is doing the same thing in a slew of underdeveloped countries with plentiful natural assets that Nestle can easily exploit due to tax regulations. Number 3. Nestlé's use of child laborers. Nestlé sells various chocolate products made from cocoa obtained through child labor. Several chocolate companies, including the company, were accused of using child labor to make cocoa for their chocolates in the 2000s. Nestlé claimed to have solved the problem and created ethically sound products by 2005. However, it has done little to address the issue. According to the company, the majority of unpaid child labor in chocolate production is performed by working children on their parents' farms because the farm owners cannot afford school and require as many laborers as possible to provide food, shelter, and other basic needs. However, the logic is flawed because Nestlé pays them, so they should do something to assist the farmers who take a job for them. They should help them and increase the amount of money they pay farmers. They attempted to improve their image by including fair trademarks on their labels to demonstrate that the chocolate bars are made with ethically sourced cocoa. But this did not address the primary issue, which was illegal child labor. They still have farms and plants where children are forced to work, but they haven't done much about it and don't provide any proof that the products they sell are ethically made. Nestlé's factory waste polluting the environment. As previously stated, the company's plastic water bottles are major contributors to water and land pollution. The primary cause of littering and water pollution is single-use plastic. The company claims that it will replace all single-use plastic bottles with recyclable ones. However, no progress has been made in this area. Not only are these plastic bottles bad for the environment, but the waste generated by the company's factories is wreaking havoc on the environment and marine life. In 2020, a Nestlé milk powder plant in France discharged biological waste into local water bodies, killing approximately 3 metric tons of fish. Even after making many lofty promises and claims about reducing plastic waste and use, the company's share of reusable, recyclable plastic has increased by only 1%. According to the most recent Ellen MacArthur Foundation reports, the company has done nothing and made no progress in the environmentally safe sector and has done nothing to address the waste they generate. Nestlé is a multi-billion-dollar corporation with a monopoly on the market. Despite engaging in several unethical and illegal activities, they have been able to get away with it due to their wealth, power, and influence in the legislative process as a large corporation. The brand has a strong marketing strategy and can easily influence its core audience through advertisements that make bold claims and promises, but the reality is much worse than imagination. As a result, the company has earned the moniker the most evil company of all time. Saying things that we feel homely and safe may not be like that, but don't worry, we are here to unveil the reality. If you have liked this video, then give us a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family. Also, let us make this a two-way thing. Comment down below. We will soon come back with yet another intriguing content. Till then, take care. Bye.